for their vote of confidence in appointing me to this position. I came to local government, to public service and local government about 10 or 11 years ago because I love cities. I think cities are incredibly important. I think they hold the potential to enable people to access education and jobs and culture and diversity and interaction and innovation. They also hold the potential to help us grow as a planet so that we can grow in ways so that we're not spreading out over the rest of the planet that we need to sustain itself and to sustain us. So for those reasons, I decided about a dozen years ago to devote my full professional energies to trying to make cities work, to try to make them better places for people to live in, to work in, and to visit. For me, and thinking about how that applies to San Francisco, because of our density and because of our hills and because of our strong opinions about everything, transportation I see as essentially important to maintaining and enhancing the quality of life for the people of San Francisco. For people, whether they're visiting, whether they're working here, but particularly if they're living here, people need to be able to get around. I think mobility is exceedingly important when we're packed together so closely in this beautiful city. And what is so attractive to me and enticing to me about this position is the great opportunity that it holds to really make transportation work for San Franciscans. People should be able to hop on a muni bus or a train or a cable car and know that it's going to get them where they want to go safely, that it's reliable, it's efficient, it's convenient, that it's a mode of choice, that people are excited, people want to ride muni, they like it, it's easy, it's nice, it's pleasant. In keeping with the transit first policy of the city, which I think is, by the way, a really forward-thinking and outstanding policy, we also want people to be able to feel comfortable if they want to bike to get where they want to go, if people want to walk to get where they want to go. In order for those things to happen, the streets and the sidewalks need to be safe, they need to be inviting and welcoming, and we want people to want to use those modes because it's good for the city, it's good for the climate and the environment, it's good for the health of the people who are biking and walking, so it's a win all around. When you can't take muni or bike or walk, people should be able to hail a cab and get one, or call a cab and get one. People should be able to access a car to share if they need to get where they're going. And ultimately, for those of you who have one, when you want to jump in a car to get where you're going, that should be a reasonable and available alternative to you as well. I have every belief that vision, and that's really, I think, what the voters envisioned back in 1999 when they put the MTA together. I think that's achievable. I think we can have world-class transportation in our great world-class city. And the reason I think it's possible are a few things. The reasons are a few. One is that I think that the voters, the people of San Francisco, really had great foresight and vision when they created the MTA, putting all of the modes together, which is pretty unique in this country, if not the world. You need traffic flow to be managed right to make transit work. It makes sense. I think by putting all this authority in one place, I think there's tremendous things that this agency can do. I think there's a great foundation that the men and women of this agency and its leadership have put into place through the TEP, the bike plan, SF Park, getting the central subway going. The foundation, I think, has been laid for us to now springboard forward off of. I also believe and know that there's a lot of great, hardworking, dedicated men and women who are working in the MTA who have exceptional, unsurpassed transportation and transit expertise and knowledge that they're bringing to bear every day for the people of San Francisco. So putting all those things together, I see no reason why we can't have the world-class transportation system that this city deserves. I do want to, so, I mean, it's incredibly exciting, while being very humbled. I'm incredibly excited about the opportunity to be able to contribute to making that happen, and I think it's eminently possible, and I think it's what San Franciscans deserve. But before wrapping up, I do want to acknowledge both Mayors Lee and Newsom for giving me the opportunity to come into the government in the first place. First, right over down the hall at 311, and then at DPW. It's really been a tremendously rewarding and enriching experience for me. I want to particularly thank the DPW family, many of whom are here today. It's really humbling and an honor to see you all here. What I came to learn working for 3.5 years there is that it's like the MTA. It's incredibly motivated, skilled, competent, passionate group of men and women who come to work every day to try to make San Francisco a better place. And to the extent that I was successful as the Director of Public Works, it's because of those folks, of the women and men of the department, working together with me as a team with a strategic direction focused on really delivering the best service we could to the people of San Francisco. So my success is theirs. That's the spirit that I bring to the MTA. I look forward to working under the direction of the MTA board with the men and women of the MTA, the labor organizations and leadership that represent them, with the rest of the elected family of the city, with my colleagues across the government, from planning to the TA, to the city attorney's office, the police department, working in partnership with the city family, working with our other local, regional, state, and federal partners, all of whom are very important part of the transportation system here, working with other stakeholders, with the CAC, with the various advocacy groups, and really most of all with the people of San Francisco, who I think really deserve to have a great transportation system. So it's my real honor and privilege to have this confidence, and what I will commit to all of you and to the board is that I will do everything that I can during my time here to make it so that years down the road, when we all look back on this decision of the MTA board, that we'll feel like it was a good decision and we'll be happy with the results that came from it. So thank you very much all for coming. It's really an honor, and I look forward to serving the people of San Francisco in this new and exciting way. Thank you.